How's it going, everyone? Hopefully doing well. We have got a little bit of a change of scenery. Yes, I know it looks a little bit different. I'm going to be working to try and make this as nice as possible over the next month or so. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I may resort back to just being in front of the camera again, but I kind of like this kind of off-angle look. It's kind of cozy as well, where you can kind of see the monitors a little bit. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments down below what you think. But either way, we're going to be playing the E100. And as you can see, we're playing this thing without any gold rounds and without food. Now, that is because the next season of the grind is going to be without gold and without food on a brand new account. So it will no longer be on Big Noober. We are going to make a fresh account. And I think we're going to name it Peasant Gaming FPS. You chose the name. Well, actually, Discord chose the name. And if you're not in the Discord, then you should be. And the link is in the description or in the pinned comment. But either way, that is what we're going to be doing from now on the grind. And I will still be using a premium account because that is kind of like, as I said, in my, how to make credits and all of that, if you enjoy the game and you are willing to spend a little bit of your money, then get a premium account. We're only going to be buying a premium account, and that is the only thing we're going to purchase with real money on that account. Now, the reason why I have these free tanks, including the E100, is that these are the free tanks that I put up on the poll on Patreon of what tank line I go down. Now, all of these are obviously without gold, and over the next few days, we are going to be playing them without gold rounds and without food. We'll be playing 3 games in each, so let's get started with the E100, shall we? Okay, so we are on... Well, we're on Overlord, and this guy is making... He actually survived it, which is quite impressive. Made a grave mistake in his bat chat, so we're going to have to try and push forwards now and see what else is around this corner. I mean, one thing about the E100 that is really nice is your ability to side scrape. Like, it's one of those tanks that you can actually learn in. And although, yeah, it's not the greatest tank in the game, it's still pretty competitive. Like, it's not a bad tank by any means. I mean, we did get spotted, but I don't know what by. It might have been the AMX, I'm not 100% sure. We are running with HP, Rammer, and V-Stab at the moment. And we are using the big gun. I like using the big gun. The 530 Alpha is arguably better. You can use both. They're not... It's not like one is very, very weak in comparison to the other. If you like alpha damage, then of course the 750 gun is going to be nice. Also, you can overmatch quite a lot with the 750 alpha damage gun, but you can also overmatch quite a fair amount with the 530 as well. So you kind of like a slower, more well-armoured, more brawling type of AMX M454, if that makes sense. There's the gorilla. I mean, he puts one into us, but we're not really too worried about that. We can, we may even be able to go and shoot him in a second. Although, to be honest, probably not, because we need to back off a little bit from this. What we should do is just wait and see if the Progetto is going to peek this side again. He does. That was a bad shot by me. We just angle and he shouldn't be able to pen us. Especially with APCR, he's going to struggle. We can just back off a little bit, and in 2 seconds we can then try and shoot this guy. You still need to be careful about the Gorilla 15 at the very back of the map though. And as long as you angle like this, especially angling your turret, you should be fine. There we go. Get another one in. There we go. Angle against him as well. It is 3-0, so... Let's try and be a little bit more aggressive here and use some of these hit points that we have left. I want to try and get down into this. Never fire at this guy's lower plate, by the way. You know, if he's turning like... Okay. I was going to say, if he's turning like that, you can pen it, but it went wide. As long as we aim like this, we should be fine. Like, if we angle like this, we should be okay. You can also pen his turret. Okay. We can pen his turret. Like, wait, where is it? There you go. There is green pen markers, but whatever. That's a problem. Don't high roll. Okay. I mean, I thought that was okay. I don't think we're surviving this one. Just about. That was actually a lot closer than I thought we would. Even if we had heat there, it wouldn't have made much of a difference. If we had fired heat, not much would have changed. If we had food, then again, not much would have changed actually. Yeah, sure, like our reload time's a bit better, but it's not really going to make much of a difference in that situation. Sorry for going slightly quiet there. It was actually kind of hard to concentrate that. So we get 3.9k. Apply. Lovely. Beautiful. Very, very good. And we gain 118k. 50k of that is from a mission. So we still gain profit, obviously. And we get another field mod, which we can put mobility on. At least then we can choose between the two. You can kind of play this tank without a stab, but it's a little bit dodgy. I'd much rather play with a stab on this just to get the better gun handling, because it is a lot more important, especially with, you know, the big alpha damage one. You want to make sure that you hit your shells, because otherwise you're in a little bit of a dodgy situation. Anyway, into the next game. We're now on Tundra, and RT has already hit us, which is pretty good. You'll notice that I'm not going to the hill, as why would I? Because this thing is way too slow to be able to do that. Hello, Mr. Emil. Ooh. I was kind of going for the little ears on the side of his tank. At least trying to. Thought he would peek up a little bit more. The thing is, we can't be too aggressive here because we will just die. So we need to wait. Yeah, I think these even struggle as well to pen us reliably. Well, I mean, especially with APCR, he kind of doesn't stand a chance. Especially as we angled up a little bit. The only thing that he can hit and then pen us is the T-bar at the top. So... You can go through him, though. Can we do it again? Not quite. I think he would have been very annoyed if we had done it again. Well, it looks like we've lost a hill, which is always great. Man, we've hit that cupola, and we get the old armor not hit, which is just fantastic. My personal favourite when that happens. So I just make the entire cupola actually like a valid target. Like model it completely. Why is the little tiny lip on top of it not, you know, not pennable? Okay, he should die. We have an E50 that's coming behind them. This isn't actually looking too bad at the moment, I don't think. It's kind of looking a little bit bad. He's just repaired. I mean, we have to try and help out as much as we can in the cap. That one went high. And now we have a problem with these. It shouldn't be too bad. We might be able to, I mean, we might be able to get a little bit out of this. Tried to fire and it didn't fire at the end. Rip. Yeah, the game lasted 5 minutes, so... yeah. What are tanks in 2022? Well, we are now on highway. And I'm sure nothing can go wrong here. When has anything ever gone wrong on highway? Hmm? There we go. Using our tracks and obviously side scraping effectively to our advantage. Like HP on this tank is just a must. Like you just can't get rid of HP on this tank. HP is too important on this vehicle. It's just like the ability not to get tracked is just so good. Come on. That's some absolutely dumb RNG there. I'm not gonna lie. That really was very, very dumb RNG. That should have killed him. 750 alpha and we rolled for 560 something. Uh-huh. Might as well have been using the small gun. At least with the small gun I would have killed him. One more into that phase one. Just wait a second. I don't understand. You know that he's there. I don't know what you're doing. Worth a shot. This phase is actually going to be kind of annoying to try and dig out. Everyone's been spotted apart from the Borsig. I love hitting the cupola and doing no damage. It's one of my favourite things actually in this game. But this is why you need to load some heat. Like, you need like 10 rounds of heat. At the absolute least, do 10 rounds of heat and you're good. Okay. It's okay, because now we can kill. Oh, well, whatever. 3.2k. We needed to go down and kill him, but... I mean, there wasn't really much more we could do. Like, what we meant to do, go all the way back to base. By the time that I get back to base, it's either going to be lost or we've won. Like, I'm too slow to go all the way back to base, so we might as well just get a bit more damage and kill the phase 1, get him out of there. But yeah, there you go. We can apply that. And that is the E100. We gained 46k, which is pretty good. So at the end of that, we get 3.1k, 3.2k nearly, 179k credits earned. That's profit. If we actually want to go for the total earned overall, then it's 311k. It's not too bad. It's not amazing. Like, would I have done more if I had spammed gold? I maybe would have done one shot more, maybe. 1 or 2 shots more, maybe. Like, overall. And that's usually what it comes down to with gold rounds. If you use them as and when you need them, usually you're getting around about 1 or 2 more shots per game. Ish. It really depends, because you're not always going to be guaranteed a pen if you fired heat, because it might just miss or do something stupid or whatever. So it really is just RNG dependent. But usually it's around about 1 shot difference with the average damage. And this is even with a tank like the E100 where it doesn't get a good pen. Like, it gets 246 standard pen. So as always, what I recommend people do is they go for, you know, something like this maybe. If you don't want to be firing a lot of gold, then go for something like this, or even something like that. Half your AP rounds are in gold rounds or premium rounds, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I feel like that's a good place to be honest. 30, 15, 5, that's pretty good. Because then you can dip into this as and when you need them, and you don't need to worry about kind of being in those situations where, oh, I can't pen something because I'm too cheap. And as for fire extinguisher, I mean, I don't know why you would ever use fire extinguisher at higher tier. Like, you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage for no reason. You might as well just use food. If you're not spamming gold, you're not going to be losing that many credits. So, but that is what we're going to be doing on a brand new account. So hopefully you're enjoying this kind of teaser as we prepare for the next season of the grind, which will be out on Thursday for early access and Friday for everyone else publicly. We will be going through the AMX M454 next without gold and with a fire extinguisher. So I'll see you tomorrow for that one. As always, I hope that you did enjoy. If you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment for the good old YouTube algorithm gods down below. Even if it's just saying nice or I enjoyed my stay or whatever. See you all later.